when it first came, it came in this green bag that has like Asteria hair written on it, and inside the green bag obviously came the wig, as well as this card over here. So this card is basically a card that's meant to be folded actually, and it's written human hair wigs. It basically gives you essential care instructions like moisture, wash, detangle, wrap, and basically like Asteria Hair offers a 15-day return policy on wigs, so you can email them, and it has all their social media details here. So that's how it looks. It's a bit longer than a normal closure, but it's not a frontal either. I'm just going to install this hair. I did kind of bleach the knots a little bit here, as you can see, because when I dyed it I kind of messed up my closure. So I'm just going to show you guys how I install that using my got2b, and then I'm just going to straighten the hair, and yeah. So please excuse me guys if I keep looking down here. I have a mirror attached to my tripod, so I'm just going to look and just make sure that I do a proper job. Okay, so can you see the closure basically starts here and stops there, whereas a normal closure is about that size. So yeah, I'm just going to tie this hair back. Okay, so this is basically where I'm going to put the wig over here. So I'm just going to put some got2b on there. You can also use a dryer. So you can also use a dryer just to dry it quickly, but I don't want to melt my makeup by using too much heat. Okay, then I'm just going to put the wig a bit forward and actually place it on top of where I put the spray. Okay, and then I'm going to take this small thing that I use when I install my frontals, and then I'm just going to press. You can even use like a rattle tail comb like this, and just press it down using the end, just like this. Just make sure that it's sitting properly. Then what you can also do to ensure that your closure is stuck on properly, because this is kind of like a frontal, because the ends over here, they tend to lift up the same way that the ears on the frontal would lift up. So I'm just going to spray a little bit of the spray like right on top of the lace. And then I'm just going to press that down like that. Make sure that you don't get too much of the spray on the actual hair. Try to spray it on the lace as much as you can. obviously this is a closure, so there isn't much lace to work with, especially here at the front, but just work with what you can. So you don't have to use glue or anything like that when you're wearing this, because it is a closure, so you can just put it on. But I mean, it's so much longer than a normal closure, so you don't want it lifting in a way when you're wearing it. So it's much better if you just try to lay it. So you can also have the effect of a lace frontal when you're wearing this hair. Sorry guys, I know that it's disturbing when the person in front of the camera is not actually looking at you, but I don't want to keep looking up at the viewfinder, so looking in the mirror is better. Okay, so I'm gonna zoom in a bit. Okay, so can you see that over here my frontal is, well, the closure is lifting a little bit. You can hardly see it, but I can see it on the mirror. So you just want to spray some spray there again, just to make sure that it is completely flat. Because you don't want any lace lifting. Okay, so I think I'm basically done laying the hair. Okay, so now I'm going to take the brush side of this thing. I don't know what this thing is called, but it came with another wig package, and apparently Clicks also sells this. So you just want to get it like this. It looks like this. On the one side it's a brush, and on the other side it's like a small rattle tail comb. So you want to take the brush side and just make sure that you keep all the small hairs out, so that they won't be like glued down with the frontal, or with the closure rather. Okay, so now I'm done laying my closure, and then I'm going to use this elastic. So this also comes with a lot of my wigs. I usually get it so that if the wig is too big and it's still a bit loose, even though I use the adjustable straps, then I can sew this on. So this is like a much longer piece that I use. Anyway, let's continue. So I'm going to use this thing, and then I'm just going to lay the hair with it. You can use like a scarf or anything like that, but I mean, this is such a thin band, and it just lays right on top of the closure or the frontal if you're installing a frontal. And it's so much more effective than using a scarf or anything like that, and it's not messing up my makeup, neither is it like covering the front part of my hair. So yeah, then I'm just going to loosen this ponytail and straighten the hair.
Okay guys, so my review basically got deleted in my intro video, sorry about that. So I've had this hair for over 2 months now, and I just decided I'm gonna only do the review after a while. So when I got this hair, it was black, and then I bleached it a bit so that I can have some burgundy highlights. As you see, not the whole hair, the whole wig rather is burgundy. I must say though, the hair on the closure isn't that strong, and the lace of the closure is very weak. I did use plastic to protect the lace. However, as you guys can see, the dye somehow seeped through. So this is a 6x6 closure. This is 20 inches if I'm not mistaken, but I will have the details down in the description box. Personally, for someone who wants to try out a frontal but is scared of how much work a frontal is, I would recommend you to get a wig like this with a 6x6 or a 7x7 closure, just to try out the whole laying process. And yeah, I feel like this is a very convenient wig to wear because you can just put it on and go, but at the same time you can have like that frontal effect at the front if you want it. And yeah, the wig did not really take color well because well, in order for me to get these burgundy highlights, I had to bleach some of the hair strands first and then color it burgundy. So the wig didn't really take the color that well because the hair is quite frizzy. It doesn't matter if I put serum on or oil on, it's still frizzy, but I mean the quality is still great. However, it's not as great as like other wigs that I've had before and dyed.
Okay, so now I'm done straightening the hair. It's pretty much as straight as I want it to be. It's nice and flowy, and you'll see that the hair is laid basically. And then I'm just gonna put on a bit of foundation here, but it's basically like stuck on, as you can see. It's pretty much laid. And then
alright you guys, that's basically it from me. I know that this was a quick tutorial, but I mean it's a closure wig, there's not much to be done. And if you are going to purchase this hair, which I would actually recommend you to, I would suggest that you don't dye it, because the bleach and the actual hair color strips away a lot from the hair, and it basically deteriorates the texture and makes the hair super frizzy. And yeah, you guys, I hope that you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in my next one.